Like ain't too much that's different. I be shining, they be shining. Get you one shot, don't you miss it. What you know about waking up every day like you on a mission. And I hope you learn to make it on your own. You guys can't tell which oil is missing because it's in all of the diffusers in our house right now. You guys are gonna have to bear with me, okay? Because I kind of have a voice, but I don't really have a voice, so my voice cuts in and out. I don't know if you guys saw my video today, but that was the most awkward thing in my whole entire life. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Let me turn down my music. Guys, I'm so pumped. I cannot even wait to show you guys like how I do my charting, because it's really different than a lot of people, and that's what makes it, you know, my way. That's the cool thing about It Works, is you get to do with your business what you choose to do with It Works. I'm not going to really look at the comments right now. I'll answer questions and everything after I go over, like, I have my big whiteboard up behind me and everything like that. But I love you guys. Hey. But the cool thing with It Works is you can decide how you build your business. You can decide how you chart. You can decide, you know, how you train your people. You can decide, you know, if you want to do layered leadership or not. Layered leadership is crucial for me because I don't want to be, you know, leading people. Like, obviously I'm going to lead, but I don't want to be trying to build leaders like level upon level upon level down, because that would just cause a lot of craziness. And plus you have to give other people, you know, you have to trust other people on your team to be leaders and trust that they're not going to do everything that you do. And you have to trust them to lead their teams. And whether you've placed or not, I'll go over placing too. Placing is it's kind of tender. I'm not big on placing, but we'll get into that. The main thing is with It Works, you get to do whatever you want to do. You get to chart however you want to chart, whether you're up lines, sine lines, down lines. Well, down lines, yeah, you kind of want them to know what's going on to keep them in the loop, in my opinion. Guys, this is all my opinion, okay? There are quadrillion, triple zillion ways to chart, literally. So this way is only one of all of the ways that you can chart, okay? This is what works for me. So what works for me may not always work for you, and that is perfectly fine, okay? So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is for my charting. I chart for my entire team. I have a filing. Let me just pull up my file thing. I'd show you my desk, but I've got promotions going on, and I don't want to touch any of my papers. I've got them all over my walls, but look, I have a whole filing thing here. This is all of my team charts, okay? Because it's important to me to chart for them for many reasons. A few of those being, I want to know how close they are to their promotions. If I am going to be placing, then I want to know what the business decision, what the best business decision is, and if I place under this person, how many other people are also going to promote, whether it's about me, a promotion for me, or whether it's not. Either way, is if I place one person here or 5 people going to promote, sure, I would do that. And like I said, we'll get into that, but that's why I keep my charts for all of my team, because that, and I want to know where they're at with their success. I want to know, you know, if when I approach them, I want to know what they're doing, because I want to be thoughtful. They're not just a name. They're not just a box. Like, that's not how I do my business. And some people do, and that's fine. And that's what works for them. So do what always works for you, but don't be afraid to pull from different leaders and kind of make your own recipe. And I have my quote over here. I actually started my create your own recipe quote. Gosh, it was like close to January, maybe even February, when I did one of our big team conference calls. And that's when I, you know, said create your own recipe, because it's important that, you know, pull from other leaders, learn from other people, but, you know, pull little bits and pieces, because you're never going to be able to do their business how you want to, and just make it your business, your own business. Don't be afraid to do that. Step outside the box. Think outside the box and just do that, and it will really benefit you a lot. But that's why I just like to keep their charts. It's more for me than it is for them, but I'm kind of a green person, so I really get down into thinking, okay, so if I'm going to do this and if I'm going to do this, then, well, let's pull out the charts. So having the charts for me works. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. If you're having them all over your wall as, like, you know, wallpaper, Doesn't work for you? Then don't do that. I'm just green, and that's what really helps me, okay? I'm going to turn my computer here. My phone's propped up against it, so, okay. I'm not going to do the whole, I remember in elementary school, like, you know, when the teacher, like, goes like this, takes the eraser, right? And they're like this. But I got to stay at the side because, just in case. But they go like this, and we're all like, ah, like, you know, their butts are shaking or whatever. So I'm just going to be sure that I'm doing this. But I am going to show you guys what I do with my, like, a ruby. And this is breaking down one of, like, the smallest, like, okay, so this is breaking down this chart. As all of your businesses grow, always I would try and focus on, you know, Ruby. When you're teaching people charting, focus on Ruby. Can you guys see it fine? I don't know if you can see it okay. Is that fine? I feel like it's maybe okay. Okay, so when I focus on Ruby, I like to start here because it's a more basic and more understanding than trying to pull out a triple chart and be like, all right, guys, here we go. We're going to learn charting today. And they're all like, oh my God, what? Like, you know, panic attacks all over. So don't want to do that. So this is like how I do my charting, even on, you know, whatever level that you are. Again, this is what works for me. If it works for you, do it. If this doesn't work for you, then create your own way to do it. This I've pulled from different leaders and I've added in my own little tips and tricks. So this works for me, okay? But what I'll do is, so let's say you're the Ruby here, okay? And these boxes, they're 5 boxes. Those are distributors, guys. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go over that, like the questions and stuff, and, you know, kind of give you guys some tips and pointers more after I'm done going over this, and then I'll answer a few questions about placing. And then, because I've had a lot of messages over the past week about placing and stuff. So what I'll do is, again, these are distributors. A lot of, you know, people that are coming to me, they're like, wait, so I got my 5 loyals. I'm like, oh no, no. You know, so make sure that every single one of us are explaining to your new distributors, sorry, my voice, explaining to your distributors, you know, that these are distributors. These are not loyal customers. So you're going to get you're going to tell them you want to find 3 people that want to make money with you. You want to find 3 people that want to change your life. And they're going to find those 3. And one of these 3, 1, 2, and 3, so Betty, Allie, and Martha here, one of the 3 of them, you know, are going to find 2 sooner than the other 2. Hopefully they all find, you know, their 5 right away too. If they don't, that's fine. So let's say Allie is going to be your executive, okay? So we've got Allie here, and she's got Kelsey and Matt under her. So I just charted Ruby. Awesome, I'm so pumped. Now I just need volume. So what I'll do for my volume is I'll go by everybody's name. I'll take one color. So this one's going to be green, okay? So I'm going to do plus. If you guys are on here, I recommend stay on because I delete my periscopes after I make them. I don't leave them up because if people want to, you know, learn, then they'll get on. If they don't, then that's fine. So I'm not being rude or mean. I'm just doing that for myself because I pour into my entire team, and these are tips that they all get. So whoever is awake right now and they're on the periscope, then they're gonna learn. That's just how I do it. I love my team, and I pour my heart and soul into them. So it's only fair, in my opinion. Whether you think so or not, that's fine. You have your own opinion too. Okay, I'll put one there too. Okay. So I put a plus sign, okay, by each person's name, even this person, just so that you guys can see it. Minus, minus. Now I'm putting a minus sign. Okay, let me move this one down just a hair. Can you guys see this one fine? Actually, let me do this. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this person's right here is going to be right underneath of it. I'm going to put the caps back on. Okay, so how I do it is I'm like, okay, this is you. So you don't really have to worry about your personal volume. If you worry about like so PBV is personal bonus volume, okay? GV is group volume. For promotions, you're more focused on the GV, which is the group, which means this person, their GV would be all of the people under them, their entire team under them, all their volumes coming together as one and adding up. That's GV, okay? So their volume, let's just say their personal volume, because every month your goal is 400 GVs. That's when leaders start looking at you. That's when, you know, we're like all start chatting like, okay, this person's rocking it, so let's keep our eye on them. Let's focus on them. So in the 400 club is a huge, huge, huge deal for you, every single one of us. And, you know, as leaders, that's our personal goal too, because every single one of us are leaders. That's the cool thing. And so let's say this person here is at 500. Okay, so how I do this is these two numbers together are going to equal 400 either way. So this person, you're going to just put a check mark. Let me grab my black marker. Because they're already over 500. This is you. This is their personal volume. Okay? Boom. Check. Great. Now we're going to focus on GVs here. So this, again, this is for the 400 club. This is your personal volume. This means all of your loyal customers and your personal orders too. Like you individually as a distributor, placing for BOGO, placing your auto ship, etc. Okay. Now with these people here, they need to hit 400 GV, which is group volume. So I'm just going to give you guys a few examples here so that you can see. So let's say Martha here is going to be, I'm getting my markers mixed up. Okay. So let's say Martha here has 300 GVs. Okay. So let me move this mannequin out of the way for all of my events. That's awkward. Okay. So Martha's going to have 300. Let me turn it a little bit. There you go. So Martha has 300 GVs. That means all of her team's orders, her orders, that's where I'm getting the 300 from. So the minus under Martha, I would put 100. Okay, because that means she needs 100 more GVs in order to get to that 400 GV, okay? So then I'm going to come over to Matt over here. Let's say Matt needs, Matt has 350, so 350. And he needs 50 more GVs in order to be a 400 leg, okay? 50 more. So the plus, again, that's for his volume and anybody that's under him, his loyal customers, his team, his personal orders. That's where I'm getting the 350 from, okay? The 50 here, that's how much more GVs he needs to be a 400 leg to qualify as a 400 leg for this chart, or for this box here. Now let's say Kelsey needs, she's got 370, okay? Ah, wrong one. So Kelsey here, she's got 370. She needs 30. And Betty over here is rocking it, and she's got, you know, her GV vault is like 1,200, okay? So we just put a check mark by Betty because Betty's killing it with her loyal customers. Loyal customers are the bomb, guys, because literally half of my team were loyal customers. So if you're like, I'm only enrolling loyal customers, like, that's great. Keep enrolling them because they are the best distributors. They've already got their, you know, their entire, what's it called? I can't even think. They have their, you know, testimony already made. They know that the products work. So loyal customers are the best distributors. That is why it's so, so important that you're always staying connected with them, always plugging in, always, you know, just reaching out to them, and not just about products, but actually building a real friendship with them and being thoughtful. Sending them birthday cards, like sending them, you know, holiday cards. I don't know, like Halloween cards. Is that a thing? It could be. We just made it one. Okay, great. So now what I would do next on my charting is this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and I'm going to look at my chart. The reason I didn't do Allie is because you really don't need to even look at Allie's, okay? Because both of these people here, their GVs ripple up, and that's actually her GV too. So their GVs together, including her personal order. So I'll write hers in there just so everybody's happy, okay? So let's say Allie has 200 by herself, and then she needs 200 more for her group volume, or for her personal bonus volume, okay? Let's just say, for her to be in the 400 club. But the cool thing is if you're looking at this chart, the first thing that you're gonna see is, okay, Betty, you're good. Martha, I'm going to give you a challenge here. I challenge you to enroll 2 people, find 2 people that are interested in being wrap testers or to take the 12-week wrap challenge. And so Martha's going to go out and find 2 people, just 2 people that are going to go out and, you know, they're so excited to do the 12-week wrap challenge. Done. Well, the wraps in general are 54 GVs. Okay, so wraps are 54 and 54. Well, Martha just qualified as a 400 leg. Okay, breaking it down to where that makes that much sense for your distributors, even yourself, is really that important, because simplicity is the key. Keep it simple. Pam always says, keep it simple, stupid, but I like to say keep it stupid, simple. You could say whichever one you like. But when you do this, when you tell someone, okay, now just go get 100 more GVs, they're okay, like, what? I don't even know what that means. It's awkward. Like, they don't know what you mean. So if you just tell them, like, take it down a notch and just say, hey, listen, you are so close to being in the 400 club, which is huge. That is your goal every single month, and I'm so pumped for you. All you need is 2 more loyal customers that are going to do the 12-week wrap challenge. Done. And she's like, oh, well, that makes sense. Because if they're newer, they don't really understand, like, what? I don't know what that means. And then they're just going to sit back and be like, okay, 100 GVs. But if you tell them 2 people to do a wrap challenge, go contact all your family, your best friends. They're going to get those 2. Easy day. They're going to get them. Okay. So there you go for Martha. Martha, now let's say she is a qualified leg. Go, Martha. Now, if you look at this, okay, so we got Betty over here. Betty's in. You got Martha over here. Martha's in. She's 400 leg. She's 400 leg. Great. Now when you're looking at Allie and you're like, but wait a minute. She only has 200. Allie does not just have 200. Allie has 350 plus 370 plus 200. Now, because all of the GVs underneath of her team, and hers included, they come together as one. Okay, so Martha's already in the 400 club. So we're going to put a check, or Allie. So we're going to put a check over Allie. Okay, so now your focus is Matt and Kelsey. So you're going to go to Matt, and you're going to say, Matt, I am so pumped. You are literally only 50 GVs from being in the 400 club. That is huge. That is your goal. And I cannot even believe, you just joined a few weeks ago, or you just joined a month or 2 or 3 or however many ago. It doesn't even matter, because it's no race and there's no finish line. So I'm so excited for you. So now I'm just going to give you a personal goal, and I'm going to give myself the same one. I challenge you to go out and enroll 1 loyal customer to do the wrap challenge, the 12-week wrap challenge. And Matt's going to be like, I got this. And you're like, all right, me too. But you better match him back. Don't give him a challenge and you don't take the same challenge, because that's not fair. And that's kind of how I look at it. If I'm giving my team a challenge, either I've already completed it or I'm doing the same challenge too. And that's all my opinion. I just feel like that's the fair way and that's the honest way to do it. And you can choose how you want to do it. That's totally up to you. But for me, that's how I do it. So Matt, woo-woo, you did it, Matt. Go, Matt. Woo-woo-woo. Okay, Matt's in. Yes, he's in. So now we're going to look at Kelsey. And Kelsey has 370 GVs. Guess what we're going to tell Kelsey? Same thing that we just told Matt. But Kelsey, why don't you go find 1 more person to join you? Because now you're going to do the hair, skin, and nail challenge. You're going to do the mermaid challenge. You're going to look for another hair model for your portfolio to help grow your business, because you're just starting. What? Genius. Like, Kelsey's going to eat it up. And now she's going to use, because that may be the last person she needs to get her 4 loyal customers to get her $120 in free product. Being a product of the product is the key anyways. So Kelsey's all about it, because now that's her 4th loyal customer she needed. Now she gets to do the hair, skin, and nail challenge. She gets to show everybody, not other people's hair, skin, and nail, photos, but her own photos. Done. She just did it, So now you just went Ruby. Boom. Because all of their volume, 400, 400, 200. Allie now has 1,000 GVs. That's great. Great for Allie. And great for you, because you just went Ruby and Allie just promoted too. Okay, do you guys see what I'm saying? So you just have to keep it really, really super, super, super simple. Don't complicate it. Don't try to create your own wheel and, go like create the charts all over. Like, don't do that. It's so intense. There is online charting. Okay, my voice is starting to go. There is online charting, and it's awesome, but I'm very, very green, so I have to create my own, which is why I have whiteboards all over my office, which is why, it's just easier for me to, handwrite it versus my husband. Oh, he's all over charting on the computer. I'm like, oh, no, it gives me a headache. I can't. So if that maybe works for you, then do that. Now, when I'm doing my team charting, before I ever make a placement, so that's kind of the gist of how I do my charts. I'll get into my placements and all that now. But this is kind of how I do my charts and what they look like. Okay? And I personally don't like to have like triple and presidential. Let me see. Presidential charts and all of that. I'm going to give you guys another thing too that I've got. Because they're just too intense. Like, it stresses me out. So I'm like, okay, I've got a triple. I've got doubles. I've got diamonds. Okay, great. Well, then I'm even going to break their charts down. Like, each of them have a folder. And each of their people have charts in there. So keep it stupid simple, literally, because that will literally just make everything so much easier for you. And guys, this is going to blow your mind, but believe me, there's no race. This is not a race, because what happens when we all go black diamond? Oh my gosh, we did it. Now we got to go sit back, we got to lay on the beach, and we got to eat bombs and drink pina coladas, or you got to drink wine, whatever you want to do, right? Wrong. That is not the case. So you build it right and you build it tight and you build the strongest, most amazing, close team that you can. Because I'll tell you right now, anyone that is on my personal team, no, I love all the teams. I love on all of them too. But my team's got a special place in my heart. I have a personal relationship with each and every single one of them. Okay, every one of them. Because that's what's important to me. It's important to me to be thoughtful to them. It's important for me to let them know that, you know what? Without you, I wouldn't be here. So instead of sitting back thinking, what can they do for me? What can they do for me? No, you're wrong, in my opinion. It's what can you do for them? What can I give to you to make you better? What can I give to you to make you the best of the best of the best of the best times infinity, trinity, to be the best leader you can be for every other person that's going to join your team? Literally, that's counting on you to help them change their life. Because, guys, I hate to break it to you. I do. I hate it. I was just charting for one of my girls. No, not that she does this. Heaven forbid. No, God. No, I'm just giving you an example. That's why I have my triple charts like right here. Okay, listen. Look really close at all these boxes, okay? If you want to get overwhelmed, that is fine. Get overwhelmed. Because these are not boxes. These are families. These are people. These are kids counting on you to help their mom and dad. Counting on you to help that single mom, that single dad. Counting on you to help those people. These people. These people. These are people, guys. They're counting on you to help them change their lives. So are you going to be selfish and sit back and say, what are you going to do for me? Or are you going to say, you know what? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What do you need from me to make sure that you are the best of 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 the best? What can I do? I want to know. Because, guys, this is not easy. Oh, my gosh. Because if it were easy, everybody would do it. If everybody was a millionaire overnight, that'd be a scam. But if it were easy, everyone would do it, guys. This is not easy, but it is so simple. And you know how you keep it simple? You have a 6 list. Go ahead, take photos. Happens every time. Screenshot, whatever you want to do. Hang on, let me take my stuff off it. This is rubbing alcohol. I'll teach you guys this in a second. This is going to be a long periscope. So I'm just letting you know. Because I'm pouring my heart out there for you guys. Because I want the people that really want to know. I want you guys all to have all these tips. Because it can change not just your team. but just different aspects in just your life in general, because if you're going into anything thinking, what can they do for me, then you're going to fail every time. That's my opinion. Whether you agree or not, I don't really care. You have your own opinion, and that's the cool thing too. So here we go. Ready? 6 lists. My team has this, and this here is going to change everything for your business, because this 6 list is the bomb. It is the bomb. And you know what it does? Let me see if I can get it a little closer. It keeps it simple, guys. It keeps it so simple, because what you do is you break it down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, wait. Did I forget Sunday? That's family day. You have got to have a day for family. Are you going to post? Yeah. But that's eventually just becomes a part of your life, because every post that you make, you're changing somebody else's life too. And it's not like you have to, I got to open my window. I'm like sweating because I get so worked up. Hang on. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Okay. I'm just open a little more. Okay. There we go. And we're set. Okay, so this is the cool thing. Is that, I mean, you can decide if you personally want to have one day that you spend with your family. My team knows. My phone goes in airplane mode 99.99999% of the time, Monday through Saturday. And I'll leave my phone on Sunday, but they know not to really contact me unless it's important, because that's my family day. But Monday through Saturday, my phone goes in airplane mode from 6 until 9 p.m., from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m., because that's my family time. Do I always go by it? No, I don't. Should I? Yeah, I should. But I'm a human, and I just love my team. So if I know that somebody's asked me to Google Hangout with them at 9, I'm going to leave my phone out of airplane mode, because in case they have questions, or in case they're like, you know, whatever, I don't even know what it could be. I'm going to leave my phone off airplane mode. I mean, it's totally up to you as far as how you do it, but that's why I don't have Sunday on my chart, on my 6 list here. Breaking your 6 list down, and you guys aren't going to believe this. Break your 6 list down. See, it's 6 lists, not 7. Not 7 days, not 7 tasks. 6 lists, 6 days a week, 6 things a day. You see? This will help you guys so, so much. This will literally change everything, because what happens is people look at, you know, the steps to success. Oh man, this is me. I'll tell you guys about this in a second. But people look at these things and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm going to do. How am I ever going to go out today and find 4 people that want to be loyal customers and find 3 people that want to join my team? Give me 1 second. Because I don't know how I'm going to do that all today. Jesus. Me either. I don't know how I'm going to do that today. I'm a human like you. The only difference is I maybe even doing it a little bit longer, or I just chart completely different, so maybe you're a higher rank. Either way, we're all people. Look, that's the good thing. What? Make yourself duplicatable, guys. Keep it so simple that you can explain it to a 10-year-old. My 3-year-old knows how to rap. Not her rap. She knows how to rap me, because I keep it so simple that I want to teach her, so that I know, am I confusing it, or I'm just so, I don't know. No, don't confuse it, okay? Explain it to a kid. If a kid doesn't understand, well, then you're just making it too complicated. And that's the thing with life, is that we just complicate so many things to make us look smart. Oh, it's a waste of time. So don't do that. Okay, so the 6 list here is 6 things that you're going to do for your business every day. This isn't like send out loyal customer thank yous and add people on Facebook. I mean, you can add that on there if you want, or, you know, and sometimes I will. It just depends. This is whatever you want it to be. For me, this just gives me 6 tasks to do for my personal business, to know that, okay, I don't have to do all of these things today. I'm going to break it up over, 6 days to know that I'm getting all of this done. Because when you look at this and you're like, I got to do all this in one day, and you tell yourself that every single day for the month, you know what normally happens? Hopefully you at least fill one of these lines out, okay? So, okay, I kind of have it written on the back of this one because I was showing a demo to someone. So what I do for myself, even because this even still gets overwhelming. This is overwhelming for me. I keep a journal. I don't know where my journal's at right now. My desk is a mess because promotions this month, but I keep a journal and I write week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, and then what I do is I leave a little bit of space in between each one, and then I put a little check box, a little check box, a little check box. I'm very, I'm all about seeing things. I'm a visual person. So I'll do week 1, one low customer, and I'll put the little checkbox, and I'll do another little checkbox, one distributor. And I break it down into weeks versus looking at this, thinking I got to do it all in one day. Okay? Try it out. Maybe it'll work for you. If it doesn't, you can do what you're doing either way. That's fine. But that's what works for me. 6 list is the bomb. Whoop, that's the best. Now, for all of these laminated charts here, because before I ever place anybody, I'll pull out all my laminated charts, and I'll say, okay, this is what this looks like. This is what this looks like. What's the best business decision? Not for just right now, not for just a week, not for just a month, not for just a year. Okay, but what is truly the best business decision to make? Not just thinking of me, not just thinking of one other person that's going to promote, but thinking of this person and this person and this person. So that is why my laminated charts help me so much. And I use these here. These are permanent markers, and I write names in. The ones on my walls here, I've got some laminated, some are not. If they're hard copies and they're solid, team, or they're solid as far as their promotion, except for need 1 or 2 spots, then I won't laminate them because I know that they're solid. But if I've got some people that are newer and they're enrolling distributors, but they're not really sure what they're going to do yet, which is fine because everyone gets to go at their own pace. And again, that's the great thing, okay? But getting these laminated was one of the best things that I did because when I first started, I was like, babe, we need more ink. And he's like, holy cannoli. And he probably said the S word. It's fine. Let's just not talk about it. But, I'm like, holy cannoli, we need more ink. And he's like, oh my God. I'm like, sorry. He's like, that was in one day. One day. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to do print and go through a whole bunch of ink. Yes, it's a tax write-off. Duh. But you don't have to do that. Just go to Staples. That's where I went anyways. I'm sure you can go like a million places. I went to Staples and I got the little bit thicker ones because I use them all the time. But I think that they're anywhere from like 50 cents to like $2. Like my 6 list, because we have like the 6 list is for our house and I have a 6 list for my business. So this one's really, really thick. Like it's really thick. But this one was like $2.23 to get this one sheet laminated. But it's as cheap as like 10 to 50 cents. But this is totally something you can invest in, or you can go to Walmart and get contact paper. Contact paper is awesome. The only thing, let me show you guys, is, let me erase this chart so I don't give away anybody's. Hang on. Oh, I use a sock. Go to the dollar store, guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. Beep, beep, beep. Comes right off. And this is all permanent marker. So, rubbing alcohol, permanent markers, and a sock from the dollar store. If you want to use a good Nike sock or whatever, you can, but not me. I'm all like tube sock all the way. What? Katie, I also forgot to tell you that I got us a matching, I got us a pair of socks so that you can do charting with the same sock I do charting with. I just forgot to give it to you, so I'm going to mail it to you. Anyway, this is contact paper here, look. But the only thing is, see how flimsy it is? And it bends so you can like see it, look, which is fine. This works great, okay? I'm telling you, it works awesome. But eventually invest in these. Now the contact paper is in Walmart. So that's where the only place I bought it at was in Walmart. And it's in the kitchen section. And it's like $5 for like a million feet of it. Oh my gosh. I used it for crafts. I used it for whatever I could use for. I'm like, oh, let's get the contact paper. It's perfect. Let's save it for life. My husband's like, okay, let's throw the contact paper away. Like, it's fine, right? Contact paper, everything. It's fun. I love contact paper. But for charting and stuff, the more you start charting, the more you're probably going to want to just invest in these. because you're going to use them all the time anyway, and it's a tax write-off. So those are some tips there. Now, into the placement. I have my notes here so that I stay on track, because I get, it's a little tender. I'm just not big on placing. And that's just, listen, this is all of my personal preferences. These are just the things that I do. So many of you guys have asked me about them, so I'm a real honest, blunt person. Not blunt in a mean way, because that'd be so scary, and I'm not a serious Sally. But I am honest to the point where I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I mean, it's nothing special. It's nothing that anybody else can't do. Is everybody going to agree with it? Yeah, I'm so sick. Was it? Kind of. I've taken greens like 6 times today. I'm getting better. I'm claiming it. I am better than I was an hour ago. It's fine. But as the day goes, you get towards the end of the day, you're like, oh, and your body gets tired. So anyway, whatever. Anyways, let me just tell you guys a few things. So again, it's completely up to you how you chart. There's no right way to build. Honestly, there's no right way to build. I'm not going to say names during any of this. I'm not going to say who told me what, but I am going to say that I'm taking advice from the people that I choose to take advice from, and I take advice from everybody, and I just kind of create my own little thing, okay? So I take advice from everyone. That's fine. It works for me. Build it right and build it tight. Tight. Remember what we just talked about? You want to know people on your team. You want to know that they're a real human being. Human. Yes, I just said human, because people a lot of times think that these people are boxes. This chart, these are just boxes. Oh, yes, I'm promoting. Yes. Woo, woo. You know what? Awesome. And that is so awesome. But those are not boxes. My opinion. Those are not boxes. Those are real families. Those are real people counting on you to help them, just like you're counting on your upline to help you, which I'm sure that they are doing, because you trusted them, and I'm sure that they're not going to let you down either. Some people don't agree with the way that I chart, and that's fine. Some people aren't going to agree with the way that you chart, and that's fine too. Do what you feel is best in your heart for you and your business, okay? Yours. Because sure, are there people that are going to be like, oh, do this and this and this, and in your head you're like, WTF? That's only to help you. Why would I ever do this or this or this? No thanks. And that's fine. You can do that. Or you can be like, you know what? That's a great idea. And then do that. Like, again, this is all up to you. The reason that I'm not big on placing, I have to go off my notes so that I stay focused. Okay. The reason that I really don't place often is because when you are building people, when you are placing your loyal customers or your distributors underneath of people, now don't get me wrong, I'm not against it, okay, and I'll get into that in a second, but when you're doing that, it's like you're telling those people, I'm not sure that you can do it, so all you have to do is just go ahead and sit back, chillax, hang out, I'll do the work, you make the money, no big deal. Oh, my heavens. The first thing I think in my head is, no, because you don't want to do that. You don't. Would you want somebody doing that to you? Would you want someone doing all the work for you and you just get to sit back and do nothing? Sure, you're going to collect a free check? Maybe. Hopefully they're telling you that, yeah, you're going to make it and you really do. I don't know. The only time that I will chart is going to be if I've got, a diamond on my top line or a diamond anywhere in my team, or whatever, it doesn't have to be a diamond, even if it's a ruby or emerald, which is why I keep my charting, okay? If I see that somebody is close to a promotion and one, they are consistent with their posts. I'm talking, you are posting every single day. And not just before and after, like, oh, here we go. Another advertising board, lol. Like, no. That's not posting. That is not being thoughtful. So if your posts are thoughtful and you are being a product of the product and you are showing people that you're living the lifestyle, if you are staying plugged in, if you have an 80 BV auto ship, 80, not 79, 80. What, 80? Yes, I said 80. There are so many people that have like 79 or 78. I'm like, oh my heavens. Oh, I don't even know what to do because I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't get it because that one GV could, like, there are people maybe on my team that could be making $2,000 to $3,000 easy a month if they would run an auto ship of 80 BVs, but they don't want to listen, and that's fine. They don't have to. That's the whole thing, is you got to do what you want. Oh man. If you want your upline or your enroller to get your check, because compression, guys. Run your 80 BV auto ship. It will change everything. And plus, you can expect your teams to be running an 80 BV auto ship if you're not running an 80 BV auto ship. That's not fair. And my leaders know, hey, I see you don't have an 80 BV auto ship. Why do you have 78? I don't understand. Like, you know that has to be 80, right? Like, they probably think I'm so mean when I call that, like when I have to make those calls. And the thing is, it's like, that's fine. I'm not doing it for me. I just don't want your check because I want to be real upfront and blunt and honest with you. And I don't want your money because you worked for your money. So compression is going to say, whoop, okay, well, who's your enroller? Bloop. And they're going to get the check. Like, not cool. Not cool. So yeah, run your auto ship. And if you can't afford it, then you have wrap parties. If you can't afford it, you need to get one wrap on you. You need to get 2 loyal customers underneath of you. You need to find $25 to buy the wrap reward. And then you go out and you make it happen. You get the wrap on people. That's what you do. You get the wrap on yourself so that you know in your mind that it does work. Because I'm telling you guys, if you have not seen my results, holy cannoli, it does work. If you have not seen half the people's results, it works. But you know what? I could also be sitting here telling you guys how awesome this chocolate cake is or how great these turtles are because I love those little candy turtles. But if you guys don't try them, then you're never going to really know. You're not really going to believe that it's good. So who's going to sell it more? Me or you? Me. Because I know. You can sit here and tell me all day long that the walls behind me are red. I'm going to tell you you're cuckoo. That's fine. I know that they're not. On my merry way, I'm not going to waste my time. I've got 1,000 other people waiting in line. So either way, that's fine. I'm not going to sit here and convince you because you've already made up your mind. Okay? So they're going to then continue to watch our journey, right? That's what happens every time. And then half the time they join your team. What? It happens all the time, guys. So, but if they're in a promoting, if they're in a promoting spot or they need like, you know, I've got an emerald, I've got a solid ruby, and I have an emerald that needs maybe 1 or 2 people. I'm a mass enroller. Do you want to know how? Because I tell myself that I am. What? Every single day I wake up, I pray, give my business to God, and I say, I am a beast at mass enrolling loyal customers, and I am a beast at mass enrolling distributors. You better believe it's also written on my mirror in my bathroom, because that's the first place I go to brush my teeth. Like, hello? You have to be claiming things, guys. If you're not claiming things, then this is what you're doing. Okay, 1, you don't have a roadmap. You don't have direction. So you're just going to spin in circles. And you're going to just spiral. You have to have direction. You have to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to go nowhere. Literally, nowhere. So know where you're going. Have a roadmap. Have a game plan. If you need to create a game plan with your upline, then do it. That's what your upline is for. I know my voice is so sad. It's fine. I'm just going to use it all. I don't even care if I have no voice tomorrow. I don't care. Because I got to teach you guys stuff. You know, so you just have to, whatever you do it with your heart and do it with your mind. And my dad, he always calls it your knower. It's when your heart and your mind, it's where they meet. So use your knower and know when people take advantage of you, but also know when you're thinking of what can you do for me instead of what can I do for you. So meet yourself at your knower. Know what you're doing, and, you know, just get your own game plan. Get it figured out. Decide where you want to be at. And you know what you do? You go make it happen. And there's nothing or no one going to stand in your way. If I can watch people go from being homeless, from people having, you know, a few dollars in their bank account after signing up to the top 50, anybody can do it. It's all a matter of how bad that you want it. And if you're going to let excuses stand in your way, because if that's what you're going to do, or if you're going to let people hold you back, well, those people, what ends up really happening is those people quit and they're pissed. Yeah, they're pissed. And they don't want you to be successful. Well, you know what you do? You give them the boot. You go find people that are going to support you, people that are going to love you, people that are going to build you up to be the best of the best, because that is what you deserve. Literally, you deserve that. Whether you think it or not, I'm telling you that you do. You don't have to agree with me. I already know. Every single one of us deserve it, guys. Get over yourself. I had to get over myself. Trust me. Trust me. I had to get over myself. So if you sign a DT and don't have a good place to place them, do you keep them on your top line? What I'll do, I personally, I don't always place for a promotion for me. I mean, I guess I hardly really do. I don't know, unless I'm a few people away. I'll find, you know, the next runner on my top line. And what I'll do is I'll call them on the phone. Actually, here, guys, get your things. I'm going to show you guys. I have it saved. Google Keep. This is the biggest tip of your life. If you do not have Google Keep, you need Google Keep. I got to find my thing that I send to people. It is so, so important that we are all, I got to zoom out. Holy cannoli, hold on. I'm going to show you guys this. So get your phones ready to screenshot, because I'm going to show you what I send to people. It's really important that you're getting people on the phone. Let's see. It's important that you're getting like your leaders or another distributor on the phone that you are going to be placing under, and ask them. Don't tell them, hey, I'm placing this person under you. Like, ask them, hey, I'd love to make a business agreement with you. Pam Souter taught us this. It's been a little over a year ago now. She came to our One Team, One Mission here in Indianapolis. And, okay, here, partner with my leaders. Okay, oh, that's not it. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I have to focus on trying to find this because there's so many different little notes in here. Hang on one sec. You guys will really like this a lot, though. What I expect of leaders. Oh, here. Got it. Okay, let me zoom in a little so you guys can get a good screen grab. Maybe. Come on. No. Why isn't it working? Hang on. Sorry. I just want you guys to be able to see this. So, well, let me just do this. Hang on. Because that's not going to work. Okay, here we go. You guys probably just saw my nose. That's awkward. Okay, hang on. So this is what I'll say to them. I'll just let them know that I see the potential in them. And just hang on. Let me just show it to you so I don't have to waste my voice on. So you guys can just screen grab it. Let me focus it. Maybe I can focus it. Hang on, let me set my phone down. Maybe that will help. I don't know. I'm trying to zoom it in. Normally I can zoom it. No, okay, hold on. Hold on a second, let me do this. Okay, and let me zoom. Can I zoom in on? Oh, I can zoom in right here. Okay, there. I am not going to send it to anybody. This is for my team only. So, here you go. You guys got it? I don't send these kind of things. I do certain things for my team. Trusting me to be their leader. Here, I'll do it one more time just in case. And you get it, girl? Okay. But the main thing is making a business agreement with them. Saying, you know, listen, I have two different things that I'll say because it depends on the type of person that they are. Me, I'm really, really yellow. So if someone, I mean, I'm not really yellow, but I am a sensitive Sally. Like, if someone were to approach me with like this, I'd be like, oh my gosh, what? I don't know how to say. Then I'll come back with fire. I'll be like, oh yeah. So, the one that I normally say a lot is, I'd like to make a business agreement with you. I see that you are consistent with your posting daily. You run your ADBV auto ship, you stay plugged in, and use the tools that you are given. For my team, what I do is I have my Google Keep, and I give them all of my personal notes. They have all of them. Well, mostly all of them. Some of them I keep for myself, not like, you know, they're just like personal little, like this and this and this, to where it's just like memory joggers for me that they would probably never understand anyway. But But Google Keep will really help you guys a lot. That's where you can make your posts and keep them in there. It's free. It doesn't use up any of your data. It doesn't use up any of the memory on your phone. And it can really help every single one of you guys a lot. But what I do is I contact the person that I'm going to be placing under, and I ask them, hey, well, I've been watching you. I see that you're consistent. I see that you post. I see that you're a leader. All of us are leaders, but you're strong and you're confident in yourself, and that's what I'm looking for in leaders. What do you think about me placing, placing someone with you? I never say like under you and all this stuff, because there's really no under. We all are like sidelines forever and infinity. We're all sidelines because sure, you have different leaders and stuff, but the only reason that, for leaders, some of us have just been doing it a little bit longer. So if you get leaders that are going to share every single one of their tips with you, or whether you get leaders that are going to share a few with you, either way, all of the info is out there that you need. You just got to dig. You'll find it. But the main tool that you need is really steps to success. But I'll contact them. I'll let them know, hey, this, and this. I really think that you'd be the perfect fit for this leadership spot, and I love for you to have this. I love your energy, and I know that this person's energy would match with yours, and that you guys would get along great. Now, not just the energies. They're also in your area, and I think it'd be really great for them to have a leader real close to them, and I know that you're the person for that. Zip it. Okay, even with your team, you have to learn when to zip it. Even I have to learn when to zip it. Because, one, now you just told them, oh my gosh, she believes me, or he believes in me that much? What? And you just rocked their world. They feel like, I don't even know. I don't know. That's weird. They feel like the bomb.com. That's what they feel like. And they're like, are you kidding me? You know my name? And I'm like, what? Hold on. You know mine? Like, nobody's better than anybody else, guys. Nobody's name is better. It's not a matter of how they spell it. It's not a matter of a rank, because your rank doesn't get you into heaven. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I hate to be the one to break it if you didn't. Your rank's not getting you into heaven, okay? Having a good heart and doing things to help people will get you into heaven more than having a rank. Also, you gotta believe, but, so just letting them know that you believe in them, that you are trusting them, that you know, not that I think, I know that you are the leader for this spot. Like, I know that I want you as a leader on my team. What do we need to do to make this happen? Just giving them their own confidence, because so many times people just need someone to tell them. And after you tell them, game over. They're like, whee, a rocket into space. And you're like, where'd they go? Like, literally. And that is the best. That's the best. Because all they needed was one person. Forget about these thousands of people that are going to try and say, no, and pull them, pull. Well, eventually you're going to do this. And you cut every single one of those ropes that are holding them down. Yeah, the rocket. What? You cut every single one of those ropes with one positive affirmation. You just rocked their world. Not just their world, but you just changed their kids' lives. Now their kids are going to college for free because mom and dad are paying for it in cash. What? All because of you. You gave someone hope. Okay, so whenever people are looking outside of their team, I'm like, dude, listen, you have all these other people on your team too that need you. Don't be so focused on who else can I enroll that you forget about those people that are counting on you to help them. What? No. Don't do that. Because they're counting on you too. And when you get them trained right and everything, well, then you just change so many other lives. Because if you took, if you take like 1, 2, 3 full days, some people don't, and that's fine. I'm not saying nobody has to. Nobody has to take a certain amount of time. But if you take a little bit more time and really train your new distributors the right way, and don't be in such a rush onto the next, you're going to change that many more lives, okay? Because, listen, if you do that, you're going to ruin it for people. If you're just out to enroll people, you're going to ruin it for them. You're going to give It Works a bad name because people are going to be like, oh, that's a scam and da-da-da-da. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Because It Works, it's changed our lives, guys. 20 months ago, I was a stay-at-home mom feeding turtles every day at the park. Having, play dates and having craft time 1,000,000 times a day. Play-Doh at 6 a.m. Woo! Living the dream. Now, don't get me wrong. We still do all that. But I was a stay-at-home mom living the dream life, or so I thought. But could I have went out and bought a car, my Jeep Wrangler, in cash? Probably not. Am I saying that to brag? Absolutely not. I'm a visual person, and that's the first thing I ever bought for myself. And that's what I chose to do. And you can choose to do whatever you want to. That's just the little bitty things that you get to do with It Works. The little things. The best part is changing lives, giving families hope, giving kids hope, showing their moms and dads the lives that their families deserve, the lives that they even deserve. Being able to buy Christmas, and put it under their tree and not have to go into debt because of it. Those are the big things. But you got to decide what's the big things and what's the little things. You got to decide. So, hang on. Let me get back on track because now I'm getting fired up. I'm like, okay, my window's open. I'm good. That's what I'll always introduce people when I'm when I do plays, because I want them to know each other. I don't want them going into them calling me and being like, who is this person? I'll be like, oh, must have slipped my mind. I forgot to tell you. No, come on. Don't do that. So when you contact the distributor that you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And they're like, okay, yeah, awesome. Like, let's be honest, 99.99999 times infinity, we're going to say, yeah, totally, I'm down, right? Hello. And that's great. But you also want to contact the other person, too, the new distributor that you just enrolled, letting them know, hey, what would you think about this? My best friend or a leader or my sister or my brother, whoever, they're actually so close to you, and I would love for you to have a leader right there by you. Guys, remember, we're all leaders, okay? But if you're going to place something under somebody, make sure that they know what they're doing. Make sure they understand. So do not place LCs under people to give them 400. It just depends. If I, like on my Ruby chart back here, if I've got one person that's going Ruby or, and they're 100 GBs away, and if I've enrolled 2 loyal customers for wraps, yeah, I would place loyal customers all day long. Do I place all the time for fast starts? I don't. Do I place for my diamond bonuses and double diamond forever infinity bonuses? No, I don't. Because in my opinion, what you're doing is you're enabling. And if they're, 100 GBs away and it's, second to last day before they hit that promotion because they're going for their $500 bonus, and they are working, they've just pulled in 200-300 GBs in a day, abso-freaking-lutely will I place under them? Hands down. Because it's about them. It's about showing them that I believe in them. And I'm not about the talk. I love to talk, but I'm all about the walk. And I'm all about showing. I'm not about just talking or telling people. I love to show people that I believe in them. And that's one way that I'm able to do that. Because they were 100 GBs away from hitting their $500 bonus. Well, now I just placed 100 GBs under, or 108 if you're going to do two wrap loyals, whatever. One sec. So if I place those 2 loyal customers underneath of them, they just hit their $500 bonus. Is that going to benefit me? No, not really. But you know what it does? It gives that person hope. And that's why I do this. This is a ministry to me. That's why the way that I do things are just so off the wall crazy to some people. They are. I agree with them. But that's just how I choose to do it. Now, as far as your diamond chart, don't get down. I'm telling you, when I went diamond, let me tell you, I did it wrong. And I was building to promote, and that didn't work for me. Am I telling you don't build to promote? No, I'm not. Again, you do what you want. Building to promote for me, none of us knew what we were doing. Me, Alyssa, none of us knew really what we were doing at the beginning. And we promoted really, really fast. And it was a total blessing. But we learned a lot. So, you have to decide, did they quit as far as distributors like canceled their auto ship and deactivate their account, or are they just not active, like not running an auto ship and not really in it to win it? Maybe it will just take a phone call. It kind of just depends. If it were me, I've decided in my heart, quit working their business. Okay, so what I would do is I would give them a little time, and then let's say today's the day. You just pray about it. So what I would do, I'd pray about it, and I'd be like, okay, God, I'd write it in my gratitude journal. I'm claiming for this person that, this is going to change their life. Use me how you need to, God, because I'm here and I'm ready to rock. Then when I feel like the right time is in my heart, I'll give them a call. I'll be like, hey, girl, listen, I just have to call you because I have to tell you that I believe in you and that I'm not giving up on you. You were trusting me to help you change your life, and that is exactly what I'm going to continue to do. So if you're in or if you're out, just let me know, but always know that I will never quit believing in you and that you will always have a spot on our team, because we have a friendship. Our team, we love everyone. This is what I would say. Again, this is like my team. We're all like this. Like we're BFFFF times infinity. So, it kind of depends on the person, I guess, but that's what I would say. And just let them know, like, I know that, things get tough, and I know that, sometimes I don't really know what's going on in your life. We all have things that are going on. Know that I'm there for you as a friend if you ever need anything, and don't be afraid to call or text me anytime. I believe in you, and I'm ready to show you the ropes again and ready for you to have a fresh start. I've learned a lot, and I'm ready to show you exactly what I've learned. If you're both kind of new, I know that we were both kind of new when we started, and I appreciate you hanging on with me this long, and I'm ready to rock and roll with you. I've got, you're on my top line, and I've got a few more people I'm going to bring to the top with me, and I'm counting on you to be one of them. What do you say? Zip it, throw the key, and move on. Just wait for them to talk back. Get them on the phone. If you can get them in person, just get with them in person, and just be honest, and let them know, that you haven't given up on them. That's what I would do. Now, for placing, placing's not a bad thing. You don't fill 400 boxes to promote you. Let them start working first. I don't just let them start working. No matter what or where they're at, they will have a launch party. Launch parties are crucial. I had 4 of them. Guess how many people came to every single one of them? 0. You know what I did? What? Hello? I either had to decide to pull my head out of my ass and get to work, or I could sit back and continue to have a pity party and say, what scam did my sister get me into? That's what I did. And you know what I did? Look where I'm at. Hello. You just have to decide. For me, launch parties are the bomb. Launch parties are where it's at. If you're placing somewhere and you've got a leader close by, then count on them as the leader that they're going to go and support, because you guys are one team with one mission. Especially if they're a leader on your team, you just let them know, like, hey, obviously I can't be there. It's 12 hours from me. If it's a few hours away from me, I do this full time. Would I drive 6 hours, 8 hours for a launch party? I probably would. But if I couldn't, then I would contact somebody close. And you know what else? If I don't have anybody on my team close by there, then you go on Elite Legacy, or you go on your team page, whatever team page you have, and you ask who's close in that area if they could just help you out, because you have a brand new distributor, and if they could help you with the launch party. They literally aren't that long, and they're fun. You're going to meet more people. That's what I do. But getting them to the 400 club is huge, and getting them to a 400 club, because each box is 400. The launch parties definitely help, and it definitely benefits them, and you're starting their business outright, and the first 30 days are crucial for their business. The first 30 days, it's just so important that they see success, whether that is getting their 4 loyal customers, whether that is promoting to whatever rank. It's huge, because if they see those milestones broken down, like their steps to success, they see it broken down into weeks. That gives them more hope. And now they had a launch party and they just enrolled 3 loyal customers. Now they only need 1 more. Let me tell you what happens. As soon as they enroll 1, they catch the fire, and then they enroll another one, and they're like, what? I only need 2 more? woo, woo, and then you send them a text and be like, oh my gosh, you are blowing my mind. I cannot believe you've only been doing this for less than 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, and you already have 2 loyal customers. You are halfway there. It's a huge freaking deal. If you are not talking about it, if you're not posting about it, man, you're missing out, and they're missing out. You post about it and show your success. Show your team is having success. That's what you do, and that's going to boost them. So pretty much what this is about is literally complimenting people, letting people know that, you know what, you're the bomb. You are awesome. Just build people up, because the more people that you build up, the more built up you're going to feel, and the more they're probably going to build you up too. The more love you're going to get, and the more you're going to be like, all right, I got this. No big deal, right? Like, that's what will happen. When I do place, I don't just think of the right now. I think of in a month or in a year. I'm not big on placing lower than 2 levels down, because generational bonuses start to get affected. My husband is on my top line. He's one of the people that I choose to build, obviously. So I'll build up to 2 levels down on his team. Sometimes if I've got other people going for promotions or whatever, yeah, I'll place like 10, 12 levels down. That's just personal preference. There's no right way to do it. But, you have to think about it. If you don't understand the compensation plan, you need to find someone that can really help you break it down to where you can understand. Because I read it like 1,000 times. I've had to send it to some of my friends, like with LinkedIn and all this stuff. I'm like, what does this mean? My husband broke it down for me, like step by step by step, not even all in one night, but like over a week. And I'm like, oh my heavens, I understand. So it's just really important that you guys are all understanding the compensation plan and understand that this is a business. Okay, so you can use your heart, you can use your brain, or you can use your knower, and that's when both of those come together. But at the end of the day, this is a business, so you've got to make business agreements, and you have to make business decisions, and you have to learn to separate friendships. Trust me, you ask people on my team, they call me, and I'm like, do you want me to tell you as a friend, or do you want me to tell you as your leader? And they're like, leader? I'm like, okay, no, I'll just tell them. Like, I'm not going to sit back and hide. Like, I'll tell them exactly what I'm feeling, and exactly, from the outside looking in, this is what it looks like. And you can ask people on my team. But I don't do it in like a mean, scary way. Oh, God, no. I'd probably start crying myself. I'm kidding. But, oh, sorry, let me get a drink. Gosh, this is so annoying. But, yeah, you can place to promote. I'm not telling you to not. It doesn't work fully for me. And if I will not... No one will go on my chart. I'm just going to hold up a Ruby chart because I don't want people to get overwhelmed. Okay, oh, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Okay, look. Nobody will go on this chart. This is Betty's chart right here. Okay? If they do not have a 400, if they're not close to being a solid 400 leg, or if they don't have an 80 BV auto ship on, if they are not consistent with their posting, if they're not, these are leaders, guys. Every single one of these are strong mofos. Like, they are, because you want to promote and keep the promotion. You want to promote and keep that rank. Now, granted, yes, when you promote Ruby, you're Ruby for life. That's the cool thing. But are you going to be paid as a Ruby every time? Not if you don't got a strong team. You can be paid as a distributor if you want. There are Rubies on my team making like $4,000 a month. And that's great too. Okay, it's totally up to you and how you want to chart. But I choose to not put people on this chart. Betty here is like, no, can't put him here. He doesn't have his auto ship on 80. He may have it on 79, and I'm going to contact him and let him know. But he will not go on this chart here if he does not have an auto ship on. He's not posting every day. Sorry, Bill, you're not going to, I'm not going to call him and tell him, sorry, Bill, you're off my chart. Like, no, you can keep your chart yourself. But just, charting is important. And for me, there's no finish line, guys. There's no finish line. It's no race. You go your own speed as long as you get there, which every single one of us will. Every single one of us are in it at the right time. There's no way for you to fail. The only way to fail is to quit, and you're not a quitter. What? I'm claiming it. You're not a quitter, because quitters are losers. No, I'm kidding. God, if you guys only knew what I would tell Zoe all the time. I'm like, we're not criers, we are winners. I'm like, oh, it's so intense. And she eats it up. She loves it. But we are not quitters. The only way to fail at anything, even works aside, anything, is to quit. So you know what we're not going to do? I'll tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to quit. What? Because how boring. Are you going to go back to the old boring life you already were living? Or are you going to decide to make a change? Boom, on your way. Change your life. Blow other people's minds that told you couldn't. And get on your merry way. Who cares? You're going to lose friends, but you're going to gain a whole lot of friends. I got some best friends in France, Australia. Oh, they're awesome. You know what? All because of it works. Have I lost friends? Well, yeah, kind of. I try to reconnect, but they're like, bye. Well, mine's in full effect. You know, so believe in yourself. Are you going to have haters? Yes. Yes, yes. Y-E-S. Heck yeah. Because if you don't, you're not doing something right, okay? But since you do, because we all do, we all have those people saying, oh, you're not going to, that's a scam. Like, they're already hating, okay? But the thing is the higher up you go in the company, the more haters you're going to get. I swear. Okay, this is really awkward, but I need to go, like, blow my nose. Hang on 1 second. I can't deal. Hang on. I just don't want to do it on camera because it's so weird. Not like blow it like big hawker blow. Just, you know, just wipe my nose. Okay, anyway, I'm back. Okay, good. So, are you going to have haters? I'm not going to say, I'd be lying if I said, no, you'll have lovers. Well, you're going to have lots of lovers too, and that's the best part. Because you're going to make the best of friends in this company. But I have 2 things that I can tell you guys that you guys have full control. More than 2, but these are my favorite 2. Number 1, you have blinders. Blinders. These are these really cool, like, they're like made of diamonds. They're the bomb. That's fine. Give me a sec. We'll talk about that. You got these blinders on, and nobody can see them but you. And you're like, feeling like $1 million. Boom. Unless you decide to do this. Pull them down and look around. It's just like you're walking across the bridge, like when we were zip lining and I, Georgia the jungled into the tree. Not because I took my blinders off, but because they're going to let go of the brake. It's fine. I lived. But when Mom, she's going to kill me if she's on here. When Mom was walking across the bridge, I kept telling her, stop looking down and look straight ahead. Look where you're going, not what you could be doing, not how you could fall. You got to focus on where you're going, okay? You have to know where you're going, which is why having a roadmap, having direction, having goals is the most important thing. Okay, claim it, write it down 100 times a day if you want, whatever you got to do. But when you're walking across that rope, if you start to look down at the ground and it's 100 feet below you, you're going to be 100 feet. I feel like that's a lot of feet. Maybe it's not. Maybe, I don't know. 100 feet below you, but we'll go with it. And you look down and you're like, and you start to lean, right? Yeah. Hello. Scary. But you just got to decide to keep those blinders on, full focus. You just have to decide. Just do that. Okay, the other one, so you got your blinders. They can be whatever color you want. They can be diamonds. They can be whatever you want. Is that a lot of feet? Okay, good. Then we're moving right along. Okay, so you have blinders, and then you also have this amazing shield right here, right in front of you. And these are 2 things that people can't see, but the only person that will let them take them is you. Okay? So don't let that happen. Don't let them take them. That shield is going to shield off all of those haters, all those people that are trying to bring you down. You got that shield. And anytime you feel the hate, you go, psh, and you turn away and you put your shield up. Hello? Because the higher up you go, when we're all black diamonds, you better believe we are going to have haters. You know what we're going to do? We're going to shield them. Because eventually, all your haters, they join your team anyways. just watch. If you don't believe me, just say, don't believe me, just watch. I'm telling you, it is so freaking true. And that's cool too, because they've been watching you. They've only hated. They haven't liked any of your photos. They haven't liked any of your posts. But they sure do have the time to call you out. They sure do have the time to make you feel bad or try to make you feel bad. They sure do have the time to hate. You know what? You are perfect for my team. I see you have lots of time on your hands. Have you ever considered joining Networks? Because it looks like you need friends. You don't really have to say that. But that's what you can think. It's fine. It's fine, right? It's totally fine. Okay, maybe that was kind of mean. Oh my gosh. That was like, oh, I do have red in me. Maybe that was a little bit harsh. Okay, sorry. It's fine. How do you get your people on your team to work? You have launch parties. You show them. You don't build their business. You show them what to do. Because you're enabling people. Think about this. This is what Pam said at One Team, One Mission. She was like, listen, you have your kid, okay? So you have your kid, and you hand them everything they want. Oh, $1 million? Okay, girl, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's a check. This is actually what I printed. Mark Pentecost is writing it out to me. Boom, here you go. Here's $1 million. Oh, you want to go get a new car? Let's go get a new car. Okay, yeah. Like, they're going to take advantage of you. They're not going to appreciate it as much as them working for that car, that dream car that they paid $2,000 for. They are going to take care of that thing like it is diamonds, like it is gold. And if there's a scratch, no, they're going to notice. But if you're going to hand things to them, they're going to take advantage of it. They're not going to really appreciate it. And you're not doing them a favor, really. Unless, and this is all my opinion. This is from, oh shoot, I said a name. Crap. You're not doing people favors by building them all to all these ranks, because all you're doing is looking out for you. Oh, I said it. Oh, thank goodness. That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not cool. And that's not, what can you do? That's not what can I do for you? That's what can you do for me? Now you're taking advantage of people. Now you're taking advantage of families. Now you're taking advantage of boxes. Real human beings. Because you're looking out for yourself. And you guys are going to hate me, some of you. And I don't care. That's fine, because I got haters already. I got my shield. I'm like, choo, choo, choo. So you just leave all those DTs you enroll on your top line. Absolutely not. I will find runners on my top line. People that are in it to win it. And I will build rubies all day long. All day long. Yep, absolutely. Oh, my husband too. His top line. Yep, that's what I do. Because, listen, at first, I was like, oh, yes, I went diamond. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. Get your notebooks. Get your little pen out. Whatever you need to do. Because I'm going to tell you something. And you can go listen to Mark Pentecost tell you. Okay? Because that's what I listened to. Mark Pentecost. I was doing exactly what he said. I got notebooks for days because I'm a note taker. So what you do, you go to YouTube. Okay? Go to YouTube. And you're going to type in It Works Boot Camp. Okay? They had boot camps before they had conferences and before they had green carpets and all these other things. It Works boot camps. Even if you go in and type in Mark Pentecost, It Works compensation plan in YouTube, game over. He will tell you exactly how to chart. Whether he tells you directly or not, whether he hints around it or not. That is where I've learned. So I just told you guys 2 names. Awesome. Real cool, Krista. Okay, it's fine. That is how I have gotten a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, a lot of things for my notebooks to teach my teams, because this is the thing. When I want someone to teach me, I know I would want someone to teach me. I'm not saying that nobody's, not teach me. No, God, heaven forbid, no. What I'm saying is, if I just came on today, okay, right now, I just joined underneath of Martha. Hey, Martha, you're the bomb. What do I do next? Well, you complete your training academy. Okay, great. Just did. I just bought social media too. Perfect. Now you're involved in the, the adventure team, which is the bomb. They've got all these freaking Excel sheets that will blow your mind and take your following up to a whole other level. Okay, good. All right, Martha, I'm in. Right now, I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to Google and YouTube the crap out of It Works, okay? And I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to look up. I'm going to go find out on Google who the CEO is. But since I just did my training academy, I should probably know, right? So I'm going to type in Mark Pentecost. Okay, enter. Just see what comes up. You guys, you don't have to listen to me. I don't care. You can go listen to Mark. Let him blow your mind, because he blew mine. And that will change everything. And building people, I don't have an issue with building. But I do build rubies, but I only build rubies. And if I enroll someone and I'm like, they're not running, that's fine. I'll enroll the next, and I'll give them challenges. If I see that they are, meeting, I give them tasks. Okay, you have 42 hours to complete your training academy. Message me when you're done for your next task. Boom, that's it. I zip it. Obviously, after I tell them where to go to find it. After that, I wait for them to message me back. I'm like, get a notebook, get a pen, and you write down every question that you have. You take lots and lots and lots of notes, because you're going to teach me everything you know. And they're like, oh. So either they dart for the woods, and I never see them again. I'm not really that scary. Am I that scary? Maybe I am. No, my team loves me. I'm claiming it. It's fine. So that's what I tell them. I just give them, times. Like, okay, you have 48 hours to complete your training academy. Take lots of notes. Write down all the questions you've got. And we'll go from there. Call me, or, if they're in this area, okay, let's meet in person, or let's FaceTime, or let's Google Hangout. Because I will Google Hangout at 4 a.m. If I've got people on my team that work during the day, work at night, and they get off like 2 or 3 a.m., I'll set my alarm in my phone. I'll wake up at 2 a.m. to do a training. Yeah. Because you know what? Get over yourself. Get over sleep. You gotta sleep when you're dead. Like, legit. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make sacrifices. You gotta sacrifice now. That's what happened earlier. Like, my voice, I'm like, oh. And I told that lady I liked her boots, and she thought I said I liked her boobs. That's fine. It happens. But you gotta make sacrifices now and live like no one else right now in order to live like no one else later. Because if you're not, then you won't, okay? So you just have to get over yourself. And I tell you, chart however you want. Go diamond and go wide. When I say go wide, build it right and build it tight. If you're close to diamond and, you lost some distributors or they fell off, contact them back. But you know what you do? You go find new blood. That's what you do. You can't bring the dead back to life. You can call them and reach out and know that you did that. Know that you at least let them know. And now the ball's... oh my gosh, this is so sad. And now the ball is in their court. Okay? But then you don't just sit back and twiddle your thumbs like, are they going to call me? Are they going to call me? Oh, I don't know. Should I call them again? No, don't call them again. Don't look like a creeper. No, don't call them again. Let them call you. They know you called. They probably ignored you because they're like, what do I say? I don't know what to do. And like, who knows what they're thinking? Maybe they're like, oh, yeah, I'll call her back in the morning. I'm just really tired and I just can't think right now. So, yeah, you don't know. Don't assume. Look at this. What did I just do? Don't just assume, that people are out. Maybe they're just like, let me tell you, I had a girl on my team. Like, I don't know if she's on here or not right now. But she signed up like 8 months ago. She started. God, she was hating on me. I hope you're not on here. I'm not going to say any names, obviously. She was hating on me and stuff because she asked me a question and she was like, well, this is da-da-da-da, and I just got real with her. I'm like, oh, crap. Maybe I didn't judge her color right. I don't know. Maybe she's a sensitive Sally or she's really, really red. Well, then she literally blocked me on Facebook and her leader. I'm like, oh, no. She came back 6 months later. 6 months later. And she enrolled 3 after she messaged us and stuff. And she was just going through a really hard time. And, and that's fine because we all do. Okay? Your time is your time. So don't think because you started last year and you don't have 2 loyal customers under you. That's okay. But your time is coming and be ready because when it does, you're going to be the best leader ever because you've had that much more time to plan, to learn, to grow. So don't compare your journey, okay? But what she did is she came back 6 months later, guys. Her first week back, she enrolled 3 distributors. But you know what it was? That was her time, okay? So do I agree that timing is everything? I'm never on time. So I can't sit here and tell you guys, yes, timing is everything. But can I tell you timing is everything? Timing is everything. Hang on. Timing is everything, guys. It really is. So don't compare your journey to anybody else's, because the day you start to do that is the day you're going to be like, I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy, and I don't deserve this, and I've given it everything I've gotten. How is this person? Well, you don't know if they are working it full time. You don't know if they're doing it for an hour a day. You don't know how much time they're putting into it. Maybe they're just doing it because it's a hobby. Maybe they're doing it to make friends. Don't compare your journey to anybody else's journey, because that is what is not fair. It's not that it's not fair to them, but it's not fair to you. So be fair to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Love yourself. Encourage yourself and boost your own self. And you'll see that then, boom, your whole business will change. You're going to start enrolling loyal customers. You're going to start enrolling distributors. And your team is going to have that same fire you do. And you know what? You went through all these hard times. Maybe you've been diamond and now all of your team has quit. I don't know. Let's just say somebody somewhere out there. I'm sure that maybe that's, let's not go all the way to sure. Let's say like diamond and now you're a ruby, okay? If that is you, that's fine. Pull your head out of your ass and make a change. Change. Because your team is following you, honey. Your team is following you. And you know what? They feel your energy, whether you think so or not. It's true. Oh my gosh. It's so true, guys. If you have one little bit of poison that I can't do drama, I zip it real fast on my team. I can't deal because now you're distracting all these other people and their families. No, can't do it. No. I will smash it. Gone so, done so. I will bring the two together and be like, we got to get this out. So go ahead, hash it out. I'll be here too because I'm going to give both of you my own opinion. That's fine. Not in a mean way, but because we are grown adults and that's what we have to act like. We have to understand that, yes, this is a business agreement, but we are real human beings with real feelings too. So don't get so caught up in high school. Don't get so caught up in comparing yourself to anybody else because you're never going to measure up. Then you're never going to be good enough. I'll tell you right now, you're never going to be good enough. The only person that you should ever be better than, yeah, you're your own business. Yeah. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do because you know what? You can do whatever you want. The main thing is, focus on what you're doing. And the only other person that you should ever compare yourself to, the only other person that you should ever try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. You be a better leader the next day. You be a better leader. You be a better mom. You be a better dad. You be a better friend. You be a better son, daughter, wife, husband, whatever. Did I already say that? No, I don't think so. You just be better in general. Better than you were yesterday. Learn from your mistakes because that is how you learn. That's what forms you to be the best of the best leader. I didn't get here overnight. Am I a positive Polly? Yeah, I've kind of always been, but that doesn't give me any more advantage than it does some serious Sally or some scary red person. Like, we're all still people doing the same thing. Some people just choose to do it differently, and that's fine. But you get to decide. You get to choose. So have a voice. Stand up for yourself. If you feel like someone's telling you, hey, you need to do this, where to put new DTs who don't do auto ship? What? I don't even know what to say to that question because if they're not having an auto ship on, then they're not being a product of the product, then they're not getting wraps on people, and they can run their business completely free by running 2 boxes of wraps every single month, which is exactly what I do. You can have more than one auto ship too, so we've got like 2, 3, 4 auto ships because you have got to have wraps on hand. Okay, what you tell them if they're a brand new distributor is your first goal, and you take the steps to success right here. You break it down into weeks, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, okay? And you tell them, forget about the distributor part right now, whatever, that's fine. We're going to get to that. Their first goal, week 1, is 1 loyal customer. Week 2, 1 loyal customer. Week 3, your goal is 4 loyal customers because you're going to get $120 free in product. And we're going to turn around and we're going to get the quick pick 9. Because not only does that come with 2 boxes of wraps, but you're also going to get 8 sleeves, which are like the little cute wrap envelopes that you get for like different wedding events or whatever that you do, or if you just want to have them, that's fine. And it's, gosh, it's 80 BVs exact. I think it's $108. 108? No, it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's cheaper than getting 2 boxes wrapped, so have them do the quick pick 9, and they're going to use their $120 in free product to get that in a thing of fab wrap. And you know what their goal is now? Every single month, their goal is to sell 8 wraps. I mean, that's what I do still. I still have that goal. I don't care when I'm Black Diamond, because I'm going to be just like all of you. You have to have goals for yourself. And I can't expect my team to go out and have wrap parties and go out getting the wrap on people if I am not Stephanie Dunn. She wraps people daily, guys. Like, your rank doesn't define you. You define who you are. You get to decide what you do. But don't be lazy. You know, run an auto ship, because the cool thing is it works. We get to have an auto ship. They actually made the auto ship for us, and we get the benefits of it. Okay? If you run your auto ship, if you want to run your business for free, you can do that too. It's a matter of how bad that you want it. And if I lose followers or friends because of being honest and real, and if I lose people that are going to join my team and they no longer want to because of the auto ship, then that's fine. I'd rather them, tell me now than tell me once I get them signed up and I feel like, they're going to be pissed because, hello, like, you have to run an auto ship. If you're not running an auto ship, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. I don't tell my team to run an auto ship to benefit me. No, I told them because I don't want to get their check, and they've worked really hard to get all those loyal customers, all those BOGO orders. They've worked really, really hard, to build their business, and I don't want to collect that check. Gosh, I would feel bad. Like, I don't even know, my yellow self would come out, and I'd be like, I don't know what to do, because I have somebody on my team. Finally, they turned their auto ship on because they understood. I'm like, listen, I am getting this much money because you're not running an 80 BV auto ship. Like, you are paid well and beyond to run your auto ship, okay? Your check will cover 10, 20 auto ships, but you won't run one. So now I have to get your check. Like, that's not fair. But they still chose to not, and now they do. But I'm like, thank the heavens, because, you have to be honest. You have to be, real with the people on your team. And it's not always going to benefit you, but like Mark always says, you help others get what they want, and eventually you too will get what you want. This is not a race. There is no finish line. That's the cool part. There's no finish line. So if you're doing this and you're like, give yourself goals. You can, have your own, goals and your own dreams. And yeah, I'm just saying there's no finish line. When you hit Black Diamond, like all of us are going to, what are you going to do then? What are you going to do? You complete this every single month. That's it. That's it. You just continue to do this. Okay, you continue to run an auto ship. You lead by example. You be the leader that each of us are. And yeah, you're going to have people that don't run an auto ship, but I learned from Sarah Rankin, what she does is, I hate it, but I'm like, I have to have people that are serious on my team. I pour my heart and soul. I literally put my family on the back burner. Sometimes I hate admitting that. I hate it, but I do, and I'm going to be honest. But I know that I have to get over myself, and I have to understand that I've got all these other families too, and all these other kids, like, that also deserve to be living the life that our family gets to live. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices. So that's when I take Zoe over to her dream board. I'll be like, listen, you want to go on this Disney cruise, or you want to go eat breakfast with the princesses for 7 days and take 5 friends with you, which is going to happen. Mom's got to help other families do it too. Okay. So when, like, we have family time, and I've got days that, I try not to work as much. well, I can't relate to that. I can only relate to the person that I am and how I do my business. Because that's exactly why, you just have to figure out what works for you. My go time is from 9 p.m. until about 3 to 4 a.m. That's my go time for myself. That's when I get notes done. That's when I get my charts all done. I redo my wall of charts, or I re-erase all of them. You just have to figure out what's going to work for you. But your family, you have to understand what your why is and why you're doing this. But you can't let your why be your excuse either. And, and they have to understand too, like Zoe knows, but I also include them in everything. Like we've got the sticker chart for Zoe. When I enroll a loyal customer, boom, sticker. Okay, when we get 5 more this month, then we get to go do this. Like you have to, this is a family thing. I don't do this to take time away from my family. I do it to make time with them and to be able to travel the world with them and to give them the life that every single person deserves. And along with success is sacrifice, and that's just a part of it. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I can help. Again, these are all just my personal opinions. I have some more notes I guess I should get to before I keep preaching at you guys. But you can chart however you want. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I like to teach my team versus I learn better by, having somebody show me versus somebody doing it for me. Again, I'm a visual person, but teaching them the right way. Like I'll have girls, guys, whoever, my team over here, a few at a time, because like I like to have them in my office. This is my comfort zone. This is where all of our tools are at, and I will give them sheets. I will print for days for all of them. Like that's fine, because that's what I choose to do. Yes, I have an office that I'm able to do that. When I do it at my kitchen table or on my family room floor, I've already done that. Yeah, when I have big groups over, we just sit right on the floor. I'll think about it. I don't know. I like to do my periscopes at random times, like usually later, because these are all of my teams, their personal tips and stuff that I give to all of them. But yeah, I mean, we're one team, one mission, so I don't see why that can't happen. As far as they wanted me to post it on YouTube. It's really long, so I don't know, you can kind of skim through it. But, just have to make the time. Nobody has the time. Nobody. I mean, that's fine. That's the world we live in. We live in a right now world. People feel like they don't have enough time in the day when really, does the day even have enough us? I don't know. Because are we so focused on, going where we want to go that we're not really focused on, yeah, I will. Okay, I need to say but we're not really focused on the right nows and enjoying life right now. So don't forget to play on the playground. I saw that quote on Pinterest. It was a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, that's so smart. Because it really is. Like, you don't want to be working your life away to where you don't get to enjoy it. So enjoy everything. And if you feel like this is work, then you're doing something wrong. So every single day is a blessing. Don't take advantage of that day because you don't know if you have tomorrow. So just really take the time. Will you explain your 6 paper one more time before? Yeah, I'll explain it again. Let me pull it in front of me because I'm so ADD, so I'll forget. So I'll pull it in front of me so I remember. Truth or invention, right? It's fine. I'm here. So, just be you. Choose to do what you want to do. And, people are going to try to pull you. And it works. How to chart and how to do this. Just like they do in the real world. That's just part of the real life. And there's nothing wrong with it. But like I said, there's no one right way to live. If you don't live this way, game over. I mean, I guess God can decide that, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no one right way to anything. There's a lot of ways. And you just create your own recipe. And don't be afraid to mix in different things that you learn from different leaders, because you're never going to be able to mimic them. It's just like that one family recipe. This is what I talked about on that conference call. Did you and Alyssa chart it? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't really know how she charts. I don't know. I just know how I chart. I just learn. I'll watch people here and there, and I'll be like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that out, and I'll just mix it up. I'm still creating my own recipe. I'll be creating it till the day, I don't want to say the D word, like die, but I'll be creating it till the day I die. I mean, I will, because nothing is perfect. If it were perfect, that'd be so boring. And I'm not about boring. I'm like about, okay, we perfected it. Let's go. Let's recreate. Like, no, it's always going to be, things are always changing. Just like email is going out of style. Just like voicemail, like heaven forbid I get a voicemail. I'm like, I'll check it next year. It's fine. If they need me, they'll text me. No, things are always changing. So you can't get stuck in your own ways and get stuck into one way to think that it's never going to change, because there's always going to be new and improved tools. So use those tools, guys. Steps to Success is the biggest and the best tool that you'll ever have. Product Coach. MyItWorksProductCoach.com is my favorite. And that's where you have a lot of the basic questions that people are going to ask you about our products. And that's how I learned so much so fast, was from Product Coach in general. Because it's just full of facts. It's full of great questions and how to answer people back right away. Let me go back to this. See, this is what happens. I just get distracted. It's fine. I want to answer your guys' questions. Let me go over these and I'll answer different questions that you guys have. You'll have to go like one at a time because I'm really... I'll try and focus. Okay. Build it right, build it tight, be duplicatable. And that's the thing, is with placing, if you are placing, and that's fine, but when you're making business agreements with people okay, I'm ready for you to be a diamond leader on my team, and you're a distributor, and they're like, what? I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number, and da-da-da-da. Because what happens is, that is not duplicatable. And some people agree and some people won't. This is, again, my personal opinion. One second. I gotta wipe my nose. I hate being sick. And so it's like run down my face and be like, okay. That's so gross. But it's not duplicatable to go to a brand new distributor and say, hey, I want to pull you as a diamond now. Are you ready to match me? What? You are a mass enroller going to a brand new distributor, asking them, can you match me? Blows my mind. Does it happen? I'm sure it happens. I mean, I haven't really seen it happen, but I know of it happening. And, well, unfortunately, that's setting them up for failure. And that's not setting them up for success. And that is the key, is to set people up for success and show them how to be duplicatable. And that's not duplicatable. Like, sure, eventually, but not for a brand new distributor that starts today. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'll go diamond, that's fine. Because then what happens is you build them and they don't understand how they even got there. They don't understand how to maintain it. And then they're like, okay, so how did I go from getting this check to this check? Or how did I go from getting this check to this check? I don't understand. Well, now they can't teach their team that you've created for them, over 24 people, because they were never learned. So that's the cool thing, is if it takes you a little bit longer, that means you're going to know a little bit more, a lot more. And you're going to be able to, learn from mistakes. You're going to be able to have those ups and downs. And you're going to have, bumps in the road. But those are good bumps. Those are what help you form to be the best of the best leader. We all have bumps. We all have days even still that we're like, how don't they get it? What am I doing wrong? What am I not teaching them? Like, I don't understand. Literally, there's going to be times when you've got people on your team. God, if you guys only knew how many times how serious Sally I am. Or serious Sally, how sensitive Sally I am. I'll go to bed, not really anymore, because I've just learned that you can only want it for so much for people. But I would go to bed crying because I'm like, how doesn't this mom, how doesn't this dad, how doesn't this person understand? Like, I'm giving them everything. I've trained them. I've taken so much of my heart and soul and I've poured into them. And I'm still having to shove their head underwater and pull it back up. And I'm like, and they're still not getting it. I'm like, I don't get it. And that's fine. Don't sit with your sitters. You walk with your walkers. You run with your runners. You better get some new sprint shoes on when you're starting to enroll new people, because they're getting it like this now. So you better go invest yourself some nice, really fast sprinting shoes, because they are flying even faster than we all have flown from when we started like 20 months ago, guys. Like, you all are the bomb, okay? The only person that's stopping you, whether you agree with me or not, is yourself. Get over yourself. Okay, get over yourself and get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. You have to just understand, like, you can do this. You want to see what I have made right here? Oh my gosh, where are they at? I'm going to look like a big dog if I don't have them here. So I made these cards for me and Zoe and Joe. Shoot. They're somewhere here. Oh, here. Me and Zoe and Joe, okay? And this is what they are. It's a card. This word is not allowed in my house. Like, we do not say this. If somebody says, I'm like, yeah, no. If you need to leave until you're feeling better, that's fine, Zoe. If we need to go jump on the trampoline outside until you're feeling better, let's do that. Because this is not allowed in my house. In our house, not mine. Gosh, that sounds really, what? Anyway, so I have these cards for us, and we're going to do this in the morning. And what you do, hang on, awkward turtle. What you do is you take this card and you cut the apostrophe and you cut the T off. And if you want to keep this side over here, you can. If you want to burn it, you can do that too. I'll just show you guys an example. This stays with you everywhere you go. And anytime you're feeling down, anytime you're feeling, you know, like you're not good enough, anytime you're having like a hard day, you just pull this out. And this is what Zoe and me and Joe, like, this is what we're doing, because there's a lot of negative things in the world, but we have to keep it as positive as we can. And keeping this card with you when you're feeling that way can change your day, as long as you're open to it. It really just depends. So this is something that you guys can do. This is what I'm going to have my team do. I'm going to tell them about this tomorrow. If you're on here, get your card ready. No, these are the fun things that we do. I'll show you guys something else that I've got too. So these are gratitude stones. These are actually, I have a whole thing. I have the coolest office. Let me show you guys this cool thing. Look at this. Oh, it's so cool. So this is like my little organization thing. But this was an old tool thing. So I had like nails and bolts and different things in it, but it just helps keep me really organized. I got this at a flea market. It was like 125 bucks. It's the coolest thing of my life. I like love it. I show everyone. I'm like, oh, welcome to our house. Come into my office and let me show you my wheel and deals, because I'm all about wheeling and dealing. Like at Urban Styles, I think it'll probably be like $800. What? Like my rug is from Urban Styles. That place is so freaking cool though. If you haven't been, you should go. Anyway. I'm a visual person, so I handpicked all of these gratitude stones. Like I have a whole thing full over there. And these are gratitude stones. So when I have one in my Jeep, just remember, like, listen, never let money, never let success get to your head, because the day you do is the day that God has the power to take that all away. Bye, gonzo. It's important to be grateful for everything that we've got. So I love to give my team these. When they come over to my house, I'll pull out a stone. I tried to mail it, but every single time the post office like cuts it open and takes the stone, I'm like, somebody else needed that, honey. Sorry. I don't know, like, what? So, but anytime people come over to my office, I'm like, we're sitting here chatting, we're going over charting or whatever, we're just hanging out as friends, and I'll pull out gratitude stones when I feel like it's necessary, because these stones here mean like so much to me, because so many times in life we have all these people that have tried to hold us back, or we go through a lot of hard things in life. Every single person does. It's just a part of becoming the person that we are. It's part of who we are. But the cool thing with these stones is I handpicked all of these in North Carolina on our beach. And if you ever get the chance to feel one of them, they're soft. Like they've been through a lot of crap, a lot of tumbling, a lot of breaking. Like this is a piece of a really big rock. But you know what? I like to pick like the clear ones, even some that have like the cuts. Or the, you know, I don't know if you guys can really see it that well. My computer kind of makes it real hard to see. But see how it has like little colors in it and stuff. Because it's it's just a part of the journey. It's a part of the story that this one rock has. And every single one of these rocks are different. Look at this. Every single one of them are different. These kind of look the same, but let me put them side by side. They're different still. Even turn it here. See? Let me just hold them up, probably easier. Look, they're different. Okay? The point is no one's story is like yours. you're going to go through a whole lot of shit. Okay, let me be honest. I don't like to cuss, but I will tell you the truth. You're going to go through it. You know what? You're going to come out like this, and you're going to have a whole team behind you that's sharp edges. And you're going to show them, listen, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, and like John Eric says, your mess is your message. And you never know what things that you're going through in your own life that, you go through them for a reason. I hands down believe everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I do. And the 1 or 2 or 3 things that you felt like there was no coming out of, because you made it through it, you're going to be able to help other people that are also going to go through that, and you're going to give them hope. Okay? Whether it's it works related, whether it's not, you're going to be able to give people hope. You're going to be able to tell people, you know what? I know it's hard, but I made it, and I'm here for you. I can relate. I don't know exactly how you're feeling, but I can relate to you because I've went through something similar, okay? So that's why my gratitude stone, it's just so important to be grateful for all the little things that we have in life, because so many times the little things are what we take advantage of, and we're just so focused on the big things that we don't celebrate the little things, which is why it's so important that you celebrate every single step, every single inch of your success, whether that's enrolling a loyal customer, whether that is just opening the door for someone, whether that's giving a lady a compliment that has really cute boots on and you have no voice and she thinks you said, I like your boobs. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever it is. You can change lives however you choose to change lives. Okay? But no story and no journey is going to be like yours. And that's the cool thing. Take advantage of that. You know what? No one is like you. No one will ever be like you. You get to be you. Don't let other people live your life for you, because they get to live their own life. If they're telling you, hey, don't do this and don't do this, I mean, that's fine. But let them not do that. You know what you do? You gotta do it. Look at my hair. Look at this book. I just was so done with people, not that people are like, don't do this and don't do this, but just hearing things. Like, even when I'm out in town and I hear other things that people are telling their kids don't do this, I'm like, you know what? Screw that. So I go out and buy this book, right? The best book of your life. Hello. It's on Amazon. It's like $8. And it's do one thing every day that scares you. What? Pushes you out of your comfort zone. Guess what the first task that I got to do was? Color my hair, which is why it's purple. Do I get weird looks? Yeah. Do you know how many more people talk to me? Even more than before. Hello. I'm making friends everywhere. It's just fun and it's wild, and people have all my life been like, don't cut your hair. I'm not cutting my hair, don't worry. But I'm not afraid to color it. It's just hair. Whatever. I got hair, skin, nails, it'll grow out. Anyways. Gratitude stone. The can't card. You no longer can say this word. If you're on here right now, I'm claiming it for you. This word is no longer allowed. Right here, look. You aren't allowed to say this. You take this stupid card and you make it this card. And you carry it with you everywhere that you go, because you can. I'm telling you that you can. You just have to get it in your mind and really believe it. And you can take this one and burn it, or you can rip it up into a gazillion pieces and just throw it away. Literally throw it away, because you can do anything that you want to do. And you're going to have haters. You're going to have doubters your whole life. And that's fine. Let them hate and let them doubt, because they're going to keep hating on you. No matter how successful that you are, no matter how, whatever, I don't even care anymore. And I feel like we're BFFs, it's fine. No matter how successful that you are, no matter where you go, no matter what rank that you are, you're going to have haters. But you're going to have haters whether it works or whether you're not. So, are you going to let them stop you from living the best life that you possibly could? Probably not. I would hope not. You just tell them, and you just wear this sign on your head if you want. I can. Like, do that. Put it, tape on your head everywhere you go. Let people ask you about it. It's a perfect blitzing way. What? I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'll take a picture. That'll probably kill me. It's fine. Just be you. Build it right. Build it tight. And do your team the way that you want to do your team. But you can't expect your team and your leaders on your team to do exactly what you're doing either. So as long as you're teaching them the right way the first time, there's no, first time, because they can come back and want to learn again. That's fine. But as long as you are teaching them and truly, honestly teaching them everything you know. I don't get why people wouldn't want their teams to know everything that they know. Blows my mind. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. No, there we go. See, I'm just a human living a human life. It's all good. I have to keep this in front of me so I don't forget. Build it right, build it tight. Duplicate, be duplicatable. Like, teach your team, what you're doing, and actually teach them what you're doing, not what you want them to do, because they're going to eventually catch on, guys. They're not stupid. They know. They're going to learn it. Just be real and upfront and honest with them and build their trust right away versus trying to scam them. How people are scamming. 33 team members were given to me. I just don't know how to explain that journey. Well, you know what? That's for your part of your journey, girl. You don't have to try and explain it. You know what you do. You get with every single one of them and you tell them, hey, I'm so excited. I'm so blessed to have you on our team. You always say our. Never say my or I or, no, don't say that. Say our, because we are all one team. We need to do this. Guys, our team is this. Like, it's never about I or me, because now you're being selfish. Don't say those words. Like, bye. Don't say them. If your team was built for you, that's fine. You have it just depends. You can decide how you want it to go. I would just get in contact with every one of them and just let them know, hey, I am one of your leaders. I'm so thankful to have you on this team. And I just wanted to reach out to you so that you know who I am. If they don't know who you are, if they know who you are, then you know what you do? You just make yourself known. You stay plugged in on your team page. You stay plugged in on the calls. You lead them by example. Make sure that they know that you're one of their leaders. But you just make yourself known. Whether that's you making videos. Videos are my fave because you can't go through and edit their teeth and you can't add lipstick or their hair dye. I don't know what all you can do on videos or pictures now, but I'm sure you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. But videos are just real, and it just shows them that you're a real person and you just want to relate to them. So if it's somebody that has, that's working part-time, listen, one of my good friends that's on our team works part-time, and what you can do is you can, find accountability partners and help them each get to know each other, have a cookout at your house, or have a little get-together, or find a clubhouse. One of them maybe have an apartment. Get a clubhouse. They're usually free, or maybe, I think. Just get creative, honey. You don't, just because somebody built you, building isn't a bad thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a bad thing. That means you have that many more friends that you got to be friends with. And they don't have the choice. I guess they kind of do, but just take advantage of that. Then if that's part of your journey, then that's fine. You run with it. And you just say, thank you, God. I know that this is your plan. And you just have to trust God that he's got it under control. And they are a part of your ambassador, or part of your Black Diamond team. You have to trust him to do the rest. Like, that's what my advice would be to you for that. If somebody built and placed 33 people under me, you can learn from that. Learn from it. Match energies. Like I said, just match energies. Don't sit with your sitters. I'm running and I love so many of them. I wouldn't be here without them. Yeah, that's perfect. Like, just run. Run with your runners, walk with your walkers, but don't sit with your sitters because... that's kind of boring, so don't do that. And, just because they're sitting doesn't mean that they're not going to come back and run. That's the cool thing. So, just because you feel like they've quit, maybe they're just in a rut, and then they're going to come out of it a wildfire. You just never know. Never write anybody off. I don't write people off. If people don't have an auto ship on, though, I don't take my personal time out of my day. I'll let them know, hey, I'll be answering your questions once a week via email. So what Sarah Rankin does, it works for her. I've tried it, and I let them know why, and 90% of the time they turn their auto ship back on. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. That's just how I choose to do it, because I need serious people on my team, because I pour a lot of myself into them, and I just love on them so much, and I open my house to them 24 hours a day. So to me, that's just how I choose to do it, and it's my business, and that's how I can do it, just like you can choose yours. Just be sure you're launching your new distributors, and yeah, there's no finish line. So I'm going to go over my 6 list one more time. So this is the 6 list here for those of you that were not on. This is the 6 list to me for a certain reason, because the 6 list, it's not a 7 list. The 6 list, it means 6 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, sometimes I work on Sundays. Depends, like towards the end of the month. I'll work on Sundays sometimes. I don't spend all day. Like, I don't even call it work. If it's work and you're not having fun, you're not doing something right. So change something up, or or go out and have an adventure like Pam says. But the 6 list here, there's 6 things for you to do each day. And you just break those things up. These things are for your business, like your laundry and all that. You like have a separate 6 list for your house. You don't have to do all your cleaning and stuff in one day. You can just break it up into different days. And this will maybe, having a schedule could help your family too. I don't know. But the 6 list is awesome. This is where you're going to put different things you're going to do for your business each day. And this is like income producing things. This isn't like, charting and all of that. Like that doesn't go on this list. Personal development doesn't go on this list, like reading a book. That's your personal time, so I don't put that on here. You can add whatever you want to your 6 list. That's fine. But I just personally choose to not. Some examples would be like, adding people on Facebook is fine. You can put that on there. That's going to, following up. Cold messaging. You could put, call 20 people or text 20 new people. Complete a hundreds list. And completing a hundreds list doesn't mean, a hundreds list. I have a notebook that I keep. So my goal for myself is to contact 100 new people a day, whether that means I'm adding them on Instagram and I write down their Instagram name. I'll add them to my hundreds list because now that's a new person for me that I can follow up with or that I can, follow their adventure. Now my husband, what I have him do is I have him go onto my Instagram and stuff and also help me like go through and like other people's things and stuff. And I'll give him hashtags like this is a hashtag I would go to, and so that's helped our system that we have. So those are a few things you could have like, whatever you want it to be, whatever it's going to, help your business grow. Blitzing 20 people today. Always make it your goal to reach out by blitzing, and blitzing doesn't necessarily have to mean like cold messaging or handing out blitz cards. It can also mean getting people on the phone. It can mean cold messaging. Like blitzing is something that you do as far as doesn't always have to be just a blitz card out at the store. Okay, blitzing. I'll do another one on blitzing. I love blitzing. I get to do the blitzing panels for our team meetings. So I have a whole thing of the words on the bottom, they're the F words. So it's family. These are like the main things to post about. Family, food, family, food, friends, fashion, freedom, fun, and you can add whatever other F words that you want to it. But those are things that a lot of people like to see what you're doing. People are nosy. So post about your life, post about what you're doing, where you're at, where you're going. People want to see that you're having success, so I post about like having success, claiming your success. I post about wrap cash. Oh my gosh, I just about took my finger off. Post about wrap cash. You post about what you're doing, your lifestyle posts. Those are going to be posts that are going to attract distributors to. You're going to enroll more distributors the more lifestyle posts you're making. And your products of the product and before and after photos, those are going to attract loyal customers. So if you are needing volume, then I would focus on, showing people your products of the product and focus on before and afters. I always recommend posting your own before and afters because, chances are if they're your friend on Facebook, then they probably know you. So they want to see somebody that they know versus some random Tom, Dick, and Harry that they have no idea who that is. Is that even a person? I don't know. So people want to see that you're being a product of the product and that you're not just trying to, get something out of them. If you guys have any questions, I can answer for you. And that's just, that's all my personal opinion. That's all, how I do my charting and stuff. There's more than one way. There's a gazillion ways to do it. So if you guys don't have any questions right there, then that's fine. And a cold message, it just kind of depends on the person. I cold message very different than a lot of people because I care more about building the friendships and building, and being thoughtful. So if it were me, I would reach out to them and I would just let them know, hey, I see that you just got back from vacation, or hey, I saw you guys just got back from the park. Looks like you had a great time. I loved seeing your photos. Very simple and basic. I always start with a compliment first, and then, like I said, we're BFFs, so it's fine. I'll start with a compliment, and then I'll just let them know, after I go through that, I'm very picky with who I'll reach out to about joining my team because I pour a lot of my heart and soul into my team. So I'm going to make sure, sometimes I'll interview people, and I'll say, are you willing to give this a year? No, absolutely not. Not on my chart anyways. I always keep them on my team, and I don't have a team page. I don't have a team page. I have a toolbox page where all my tools are at for my team. We have one team page. But anyway, so, for cold messaging, I'll reach out to people, and I'll just be like, after I go through their Facebook pages, and I'll kind of see if they're positive, if, that there's somebody that I would like to be friends with, somebody that would attract me to their, attract me to their team, or if it were me, would I be interested in joining someone like that? And I'll go through, I'll like investigate. I'm like, investigate. Like, I'll go through it because I want to know who I'm going to be pouring into. And I'll ask them sometimes, are you willing to give me a year to help you change your life? And either they're like, a year? They're like, a year? Yeah, why not? Like, it just kind of depends. So when I get them and I'm talking with them, like, I'm so honored that you want to join my team. Like, when people will just flat out message me, and I'll let them know, why are you choosing me? I'm so pumped. I'm so blessed that you're choosing me to be your leader. Can I ask you why you're choosing me? That's awesome. And just asking them why, figure out why do you need It Works to work for you? Just ask them, because now you're helping them figure out their why. And I always say, ask yourself why 5 times. Not just, because I just want to quit my job. Well, why do you want to quit your job? Oh, because, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, why do you want to be a stay-at-home mom? Like, that's what I mean by ask why 5 times. And then get down to the root of the why. Get down to the raw why. No, I don't keep people on my chart that are on my chart or in 400 block that are not working unless their volume. I mean, sometimes they've got teams under them that their volume is like 3,000. And so, yeah, I mean, that's not going to hurt to keep them in a 400 spot if they're, if their volume is there. But if they're like, their own volume is like 100 GVs, I'm not going to boost under people in order for me to promote. No, I'm not. That's just not how I do it. So some people do, and it works for them, and there's nothing wrong with that. I saw there was another question, but I was able to catch it. Sorry. If you would ask it again. Oh. No, I don't send all of my before and afters to corporate. Actually, honestly, I just now sent my one because I was like, I don't know why. I just was like, that's so, I don't know what I would say when I go on stage. Like, it's just so scary, but I did it. I just sent it. I had to get over myself. That was out of my comfort zone. I'm like, if I can blast it all over the internet, then I can, whatever, who cares? So I did just send my before and after photos. I recommend all of us do that because we have to have that special writing at the bottom now that separates us from, it just helps us and helps compliant. Like, compliance is awesome. And so many people are like, oh my gosh, compliance this, but they're good. Like, compliance is on our side, and they're just trying to help us, protect our own business. And if we all would send in our personal results to corporate, then they could, brand them, boom, and then we don't have to worry about any of the mix-up or any craziness ever happening. And plus, it'd just be cool to, like, have all of our photos with it on the It Works page. Like, oh, yeah, that's my before and after. Oh, yeah, I'm on the Blitz card. Like, what? That'd be cool. So we should all do it. Let's all do it, okay? If you don't know how to do that, go into your policy and procedures. And I think it's on page... like 9. It's kind of towards the middle. It's just when it's talking about before and afters. Okay, there's my grade part. It's where it's talking about before and afters, and it has exactly what we need to have added on to each of our before and after photos on the bottom. If you're not doing that, you need to do that because you get in real big trouble. And it's not that you're going to get in trouble. It's to protect your business. I'm like talking like this. It's to protect your business and to protect It Works too. And they just want to protect all of us. So. What was another question? Do you guys have any more questions I can help you with? Another cough drop over here. Nope, no more questions. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. I'll see. I hope I have my Periscope still set up to where it automatically saves on my videos for my phone. If not, well... we're all SOL then. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. You're welcome, guys. No worries. if you guys ever need anything, you can always message me. I get a lot of real direct messages and a lot of Facebook messages, so I don't always check them all the time. It's just too much. It's just like not a waste of time, but each and every one of us have people that we can contact. So if I don't personally, get back to you right away, then it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just, we all have other people we can go to too. If you need something, then you can just keep messaging me. Eventually I'll see it, but I try to get back to as many people as I can. My team is my main focus though. So if, we've got everything taken with them. Undertaken. What? Oh my God, I think I need sleep and medicine. If I've got free time, I try to go through them as much as I can. It's never that I'm ignoring you. You can always, continue to reach out, but yeah, so no hard feelings. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. I hope that we got some of your guys' as in I got some of your questions answered. If you guys, need anything, contact your uplines. That's what your uplines are for. Contact one of your diamond leaders. That's what we're for. Go to your Facebook pages. If you don't have one, then start one. Why not? That's fine. So I hope you all have a blessed night, and I hope you learned something, because I feel like I even learned something. I'm still trying to take notes while I was talking, because I'm like preaching to the choir. Never, knowledge is power. The day that you stop listening is the day you stop learning. Okay, so always be listening. Whenever you're in a room of people, or whenever, even if you are black diamond, when we're all black diamonds, you know what you do? And that Ruby walks on stage at conference, and we're all sitting in the black diamond VIP section like this. Life is good. I just flew in on my own personal jet. No big deal. Feeling like the bomb. Okay, when that Ruby walks across the stage, you better have all ears on that Ruby, right? Because you're going to learn something new every single day, and other people, oh my gosh, I know. And that's the hardest thing. You're going to learn something new every single day. Don't be so ignorant, and don't be so full of yourself that you forget to learn, because learning is how you grow as a person. So always be willing to learn, always be willing to grow, and you'll continue to be successful, and you'll be able to help others to learn the same thing. That's why, I always use Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head's ear and Mr. Potato Head mouth, because these really help me, because I am a talker. I will talk your face off all day long. Like this fair goes probably like, guys, let's just go until 5 a.m. It's fine. No big deal. It's fine. Like I totally would, because I've got notebook upon notebook upon notebook, all these notes that I can just pour into all of you guys, but I can't. Because I gotta go sleep and try and get better and take some more greens. I'll take my greens in the morning. I gotta take the medicine. But never think that you know everything, because the day you think that you know everything, you know nothing. And something I always say too is, if you're not growing, you're dying. So don't die. Don't start dying now. I mean, come on. We got a whole life ahead of us. So every day, wake up and just have in your mind, like you're like this little flower, and you're like, meow, like growing. Like every day grow. Find something new. If you think you know everything, you go out and you ask someone, you know what? Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke. It's fine. Learn something new every single day. Don't feel like you know everything. Even though you get on Product Coach and you memorize all the ingredients for all the products, you still don't know everything. I don't even know everything. As much as I think I like to, I'll just pull out notebooks. I'll be like, here's the answer. Well, I'm not going to tell you. This is where you can find it. This is what you can do. It'll help people learn too. You got people on your team that blow you up with questions. That's great. They're trying to learn, but don't always just hand them the answer like, like, there you go. That's what I did. That was one of the things I learned not to do, because let's see, it just happened not to do. Because when you're doing that, now you're enabling, because you've done all the work for them, and they're like, okay, great. But when you go out and try to find the answer for yourself, you never know what you're going to find next. You never know what else you're going to learn. You never know what website you're going to find. That's how I found Product Coach. I was like, Alyssa, do you even know what Product Coach is? Check this out. Like, that's how we even found it. I'm sure we would have eventually found it, but that's how I even discovered Product Coach in general. I was like snooping around, like trying to learn. I want to know. So never gonna know everything. I hate to break it to you, and it works. They're always like new and improving it every single day. So just have an open mind and be ready to rock and roll. Have your notebooks ready and your pens ready too. All right, guys. I'm probably going to have to let you go now. So I hope you all have a blessed night. And thanks for hanging out as long as you did for like the past 5 hours. It's been real. It's been fun. Now I got to figure out how to end this. Okay, bye.